can we get back to Hotland? I don't think Dr. Gaster is anywhere around this place. There's still at least one more room in Waterfall I want to check. I think we're close to it.
Come on. I gotta get some training in if I'm gonna be in the Royal Guard. So you gotta be my sparring partner.
Filthy fighting. Nope, nope, go wash you spear.
And GGGAAAH. Hey, dogs are easy sparring partners, right? Yeah, awesome training. Hey, dog. Let's spar, you and me, right now.
Oh, right now I'm actually a godlike monster-human flower hybrid from the future, on a secret mission to save a scientist from being lost in space and time. Let's not fight. I don't want to hurt you.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. Everyone knows that any fight with a dog can be won with a stick.
What should we do? I have an idea.
Flirt.
Oh my god. Frisk, did you just forget that we're a dog? I thought it might still be effective.
And GGGAAH. Stop messing around. You don't have to hold back against me. Okay, so you're pretty tough for just a dog. But I'm still going to win.
You wanna fight? Fine, then let's fight! How's this for practice? Ah ha 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 ha! Wah ha 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 ha! Ah ha ha ha! Ah ha ha ha! Golly, been forever since I've ever gotten to have this kind of fun. Flowey! Ha 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 ha! Ah ha 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 ha!
Wait, I need my turn.
Yes, yes. Flowey, stop! We can't reset! Sorry, I got carried away. I wasn't thinking.
I lost. To a little dog. All that power, but you're still showing me mercy? I get it now. You've shown me what I have to do. Sometimes the enemy won't wait their turn. Sometimes they won't be what you expect. If I'm gonna be strong enough, I have to be prepared for anything, even mercy when it's least expected. Thanks, dog. I might have lost for now, but next time we meet, I'll be up to the challenge.
Dirty cheaters.
Undyne made her way to the kitchen table, where she dropped off a tote bag full of papers from Toriel. When the former queen had requested her help at the school, somehow she hadn't imagined that helping great quizzes was part of that. How boring. She just wasn't cut out for this kind of paperwork, even if it was for kids. But Toriel did need the help now, so she'd just have to put up with it. A quick glance outside the window told her where Toriel was at the moment, out in the backyard, talking to Asgore. The king had practically set up a second home in Toriel's backyard. He was over so often, non-stop doting on that empty flower. Apparently giving Asgore some kind of project to do that involved helping something like had done wonders for him, even if he was just as devastated about Frisk and Fleur as everyone else. At least it seemed to be paying off. Fleur's body hadn't wilted yet. If anything, it seemed to be growing bigger and brighter than ever, with Asgore putting all of his efforts into its health. He'd moved it to a much larger pot with better soil and everything. But there was someone else's well-being that Undyne was more concerned about right now. She wound through the kitchen to the laundry and storage hall, with the door that led to the now barricaded garage. And sitting in front of the door was Alphys, wearing a days-old shirt, surrounded by barely touched cans of soda and TV dinners, plus a comforter and pillow without the case. She stared blankly at a small tablet computer in her claws, which was currently blaring something in Japanese, almost loud enough to drown out sounds of snarling and howling in the garage. Undyne swallowed. This was the worst she'd seen her girlfriend in a long time, and she just didn't know if she was going to get better soon. She knelt down to Alphys' face level. "Hey, Alphys. I'm heading home here. You wanna come with tonight?" Alphys gave a non-committal shrug, not looking up from the tablet. "NNNHMM, what are you watching, anyway?" "Mew Mew Kissy Cute too," Alphys mumbled. Undyne's eye whitened, and she looked about, ready to knock the tablet out of Alphys' claws as if it were a word bomb. She sputtered a bit before nearly yelling, "Why would you subject yourself to that? That anima's total trash. You said so yourself." "Because I deserve trash, anima," Alphys replied. And this was what Undyne was afraid of. She sat herself down next to Alphys, and slapped a hand down over the tablet screen, forcing Alphys to look up at her. "Alphys, listen. You have to stop beating yourself up about this. It's not your fault." "How is it not, Undyne? I was there, and I didn't stop it." Undyne knew this conversation was going to be painful, but they'd been putting it off for too long already. "It wasn't your idea. Come on, you know how Frisk is. Once they set their mind on something, they do it no matter how dangerous, and you couldn't have known it'd turn out this way." "I know, but they're still just a kid, and I'm the adult. I should have just told them no. You told us you were just trying to help, and that's the problem." Alphys almost shouted back, hugging the tablet back to her chest. "I should have known that whenever I try to help people, I just screw it up for everyone." Undyne remained silent for a moment, and Alphys just took the silence to continue, choking up a bit on her words. "Toriel won't even talk to me. Endogamy is a mess, and now they can't even see their families. Everything I try to do to help, I just mess up." She hiccuped a little on the last thought. Sometimes I wonder why you were sticking around at all." Undyne drew in closer, desperate to get Alphys to understand just what she was seeing. "NNNGGG Alphys, that's not true. You're the one who got Mtetan to where he is now, helped him realize his dream. You guided Frisk through Hotland and the core when everyone else was trying to stop them. You wouldn't even have gotten your old job as royal scientist if you weren't so good at building things in the first place. And you succeeded at the toughest things of all, owning up to all that went wrong. And I know I wouldn't have been able to get through half of the battles I went through without thinking of you." This was enough to get Alphys to look up and face Undyne, although her eyes still remained a bit teary. Undyne continued, getting more fired up now. "You're not the only one who's made some big mistakes. Your problem is that you see the good in everyone else, but you won't see it in yourself. And well, if you find that too hard, then I'm gonna have to see that good in you for you." Alphys snuffled, and wiped at her eyes, looking a little bit embarrassed. "You Undyne, I know things don't look good now, but I also know they're gonna get better, and you're gonna help with that, just like you did before." While Undyne tried to stay enthused, a bit of a worried crack seeped into her voice. "So you gotta stay tough for me, all right?" Alphys managed to pull a very small smile, the first time she'd done so in a while. She didn't lift herself off the floor, though. I'll try my best." Undyne, her smile dropped back down again as another particularly long and loud howl came from the garage behind her. "But I don't think I'm ready to come home tonight." Undyne didn't respond, but just seemed to think to herself, and then marched back out of the room. Alphys sighed, and curled up tighter in on herself. She sat in silence for a minute, staring blankly at the now paused enema. A sudden loud thump right beside her startled her out of silence, making her jump. She adjusted her glasses, and saw that Undyne had dropped the big stack of student quizzes next to her. She looked up to see Undyne standing over her, certain as ever. Okay. Then here's the deal. I'm gonna get into the kitchen and make you the best damned dinner you've had all month. Then I'm gonna sit down right here and grade these stupid and boring quizzes. But what I need you to do is find us some enema that isn't trash for us both to have on. If you can't leave, then I'll just stay here and we'll have a sleepover in the laundry room like the weird adults we are. Sound good? After a moment of wide-eyed staring, all five nodded. It honestly did sound really good. Why yeah. That sounds great. Undyne shot her a huge sharp-toothed grin, and headed back out into the kitchen. It was impossible to miss her continued boisterous yelling down the hall. Papyrus. Go let Sans have his turn on watch duty, and get out here to help me cook. We're making lasagna. There really wasn't much else all fives could do but smile at that. She still didn't feel like she was in a good place yet, but still, she was better. She looked back down at the tablet, closed Mew Mew Kissy Cute 2, and began to scroll through her folder of favorite series.